15 drivers through stage 9 so far. And we wait to have a chat with Craig Breen. Cole, you still with us?
Absolutely, Bexy. Yep. Just trying to. There's a lot of noise here, and as we know, the noise does interfere with what we're doing. So I'm doing my best to stay on top of it. Occasionally, being the complete technophobe I am, I get it wrong.
You're doing very, very well.
Craig Breen is in. Let's have a word with Craig, leading the SWRC. He's in a great position. Let's hear from him.
Craig, a mega fast finish down there. The fog's all gone as well. How was that stage?
Yeah, it's an incredible stage. Always love that one. But we're just having to treat it with massive caution at this stage, and we're just entering every corner a little bit more sideways than usual, just anticipate if anything's going to be in the road, because we've got such a lead now that it's just silly to do anything stupid. So we see what happened in umpire, and that is not going to happen again.
There we go. Yeah, it was a big learning curve, wasn't it? It was a remarkable performance from Craig Breen in many, many ways in Finland, but it went all wrong on the umpire stage, right at the end of the umpire stage. He was only 2 or 3 Ks from home when it all went wrong, but as he said, you learn from these things, and he's learned, and he said they won't allow themselves to find that kind of problem again. And Jules is pointing something out. Oh my word, Jules, where's that coming from?
Straight off the bottom of the stump guard and onto the floor.
Now that's a worry. That's a big pool of oil, a very big pool of oil. Jules, is that engine oil? It's engine oil. It's engine oil. The man's just put his finger in it and says it's engine oil. That's a big worry, Bexley, because clearly there's no indication in the car that there's a leak, but there is a leak from, we think, possibly Craig Breen's engine, Bexley. So in fact, there's not a lot of, we can read it both ways. There's not a lot of frantic activity going on around that Ford Fiesta S2000 car.
Colin?
Yes.
Well, there's no Kevin Abbring through the stage yet. We're seeing that he's stopped.
Right, okay. Well, oh my word. I'm not, that's a very, very fast finish, that. I'm not moving too far away from the stop line, Bexley, so I can stop the drivers as they come past me here. But I'm going to go and have a word with Craig Breen, because clearly, with him leading the S2000 class, it's critical in terms of the championship this year, as Craig was telling us. You know, it's all about just getting through. He's got a good lead. He needs the 25 points. But, there's a concern. There's definitely a concern around this car. Let's go and have a look. Julian's there with his cameraman. I'm making my way there. We will, if anyone comes along, we'll try and stop them next to the car. Mikey's having a good old giggle. Me with my cup of tea in a Quinton Status rally mug. Now there's Tom Cave just stopping alongside. Let's have a look and have a word with the boys. They're working away on it. The engine's up. They're just the dipstick is being looked at. Where is that coming from? Well, looking into the bonnet, there is a lot of oil splattered on the underside. Where's it coming from, Paul?
Coming out the back of the sump guard.
Is there much you can do about that?
Not at the moment, anymore.
Not at the moment. Now, you'll have some spare oil, but the concern is that there's a long road section, a long road section back to Cardiff. If it's coming out, unless they can find where that is. Julian, can you plug that kind of leak?
The problem is there's so many guards. I mean, the actual leak is from the bulkhead to where they're sitting. But where's that starting is the question, you know what I mean? Where is that starting?
This doesn't look good, sadly, does it?
That's a lot of oil at the stop line, to be fair. I mean, you get excited about oil, but that's a lot of oil.
What do you do, Jules, in this situation? You take a gamble and drive it back, or risk blowing the engine, or do you say, okay, we're going to take 15 minutes of time penalties, we'll come back tomorrow, and with the problems the other boys had yesterday, we'll still pick up points. What do you do?
I think you got to try and get back to service.
You risk blowing the engine, though. You blow the engine, it's 0 points.
You get oil pressure. It's only road section speed, so you will get an oil light that is way before you need it. Not maybe at competition speed, but at road section speed. If you give up here, then you'll never know whether you were going to get there or not.
So there's ample warning that the engine will go. So, as you say, in the stage it's difficult, but at road speed, they should be able to manage that. Maybe, coast it down a few hills and keep their fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know how much oil they carry. It probably will only be about a litre that they'll carry. So, I don't know. He needs really to go somewhere flat so he can jack it up and maybe have a look underneath.
Yeah, he's on a bit of a slope here. Jules is right. They do need to get it onto a flat section.